poet Jim Daniels once wrote, racism is and continues to be one of the most important issues facing America today. In her award-winning essay, author Carol Rust revisits her past and the one summer when she learns friendship is colorblind. A Taste of Purple by Carol Rust. Back when my only goal in life was to be tall enough to see over the kitchen counter, things were clearly defined. Good, bad, hot, cold. Yes, no. Shreveport was a sleepy cow town back then, mired in red dirt, talk of cotton prices, and the leathery smell of saddles in the hardware store. And August, that dragged by more slowly than a pregnant hog. There were good, honest, Christian men who worked and sweated hard for a living and sang how great thou art in church on Sundays. These were the white men. The black men, even though most worked and sweated hard for a living too, and went to church and had kids and did everything that the white men did, well, they didn't get quite the same credit. They were the lazy, shiftless sort you couldn't trust to do anything except not show up for work on Sundays. Well, that's what the folks said anyway. That was one more designation of my youth, and perhaps the most obvious. Black and white. There were black and white waiting rooms and the doctor's office, black and white water fountains, black and white schools, black and white churches. I didn't think much of it because that's the world everybody else lived in back when I was 5 or so years old. Another part of my world, as the firstborn child of a veterinarian, was the official title of gate opener when Dad was on call. The phone call one Saturday morning couldn't have come at a more unfortunate time. Tom was fixing to knock Jared to kingdom come, but some stupid cow somewhere was sick, and I was gonna miss it all. I reluctantly got ready to go, dreading Dad's dusty truck that didn't have a proper place to sit and smelled so much like animal medicine that pretty soon you started tasting it too. We bounced along almost clear to the next little town when we finally did get there. The black man who kept the land for whoever owned it went up to Daddy's side of the truck and pointed way out towards the pasture. I don't know what he said, but whatever it was, it made Daddy think twice about taking me with him. So, he pointed me to the colored man's front yard, where a little black girl was playing, and told me to go over there and play with her. Wow, you could have knocked me down with a feather. Not that Daddy ever told me to stay away from black people, but he didn't exactly encourage it either. And here I was, supposed to play with one. I walked into the yard, not knowing what to say to this girl about my age, who was